Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. We're going to move on to part 4 of the making of the lap book journal. And where we left it off last time, I believe we were getting our papers ready. And I'm going to go through that again. And then deciding, we also made this coin envelope accordion flip, and the papers are going to be sewn into the middle, and then this side I'm not sure yet what we're going to do, and now we're working on this side, and we started with this accordion flip that we made. So let me move this aside and I'll show you, because I did come in and add a couple more features to it, and then we are going to move on because I have another, we're going to make another flip out pocket thing for in this side as well today. Okay, this is crooked, let me get that straight, more light up on it, and pull this light forward, and away we go. Let me get a sip of my water here. Desk is starting to get a little messy. All right. Now what we did, we made the envelopes together, and we had put this pocket on. So this gets sewn in, like I said, on this hinge here. So it will be sewn in like this. Okay, so then you have 2 envelopes on one side and 2 envelopes on the other, but it also, you'll be able to flip it this way and that way, okay? So once we get it tucked in, you'll see. So we did that, then we added a paper pad, and I had to go in and sew at the other one. On one side, so I added another paper pad, and that one was on this side. So now I did come back because I realized, yes, we can put pockets on the back. So this looked like this last time, so it would fold in this way to get sewn in here. Okay, so this, as I showed you, as we did together, just flips out, and there's a pocket here. I still might do something there. I'm worried that this is just going to get too bulky, because we have pockets here, and then of course at the top of all the coin envelopes that we made together, you know, I have pockets. So in the kit, the music kit that I'm working with, and these are the papers and kits I'm using, the Stamperia Precious papers from that. Then kits, because this is my May design team project with for Junk with Steph, and that's on Etsy. Her alluring papers, she has 3 different paper kits of in that line. They're all done a little different. And her enchantment papers, and then the large ephemera music kit. Now these 2 folders right here are from the large ephemera music kit. My camera, sorry about that, guys. So I printed these little folders that come in the kit onto photo quality cardstock, and in you know, you fold them over just like this. Came in and inked a little bit, and then I simply secured just the side, on one side in the back and the bottom. So then we have a tuck spot here, and then of course room to write here. And then I did the same thing on this side. So then I decided I liked this fairy pocket, and this I put on the lighter weight matte paper and just glued down. We might have done that together. We did this one together. Glued down the side and then in the back. So there is a tuck in behind. all the way back here, and then the regular pocket tuck. So there's 2 tucks there. So this one is completed except for possibly putting some trims in. So that will be sewn into this spine here. Now, we're going to move on to make something else because I have room in there. Here's our papers, and that's going in the main section, so we're going to go over that again. So what I decided to do in there, and this is what I'm thinking, I pulled out 2 pieces of the Stamperia paper, and I showed you that they always put a printed piece off the front. This is the front of their paper pad, so that is pretty much unusable there. So I'm going to flip that over, and then I really don't want these circle things, so I have this pretty music print because I am, you know, using the music. So I have 2 sheets, just the same exact way that I showed you that I made this one. Okay, where it's a double sheet, so you have a big pocket here and then you have a big pocket on the other side. But with this one, I've decided I want a top load pocket here, but I also want some flips coming in here. So the reason why I want a top load up here, and I'll use a tab, is because it's going to be sitting in here this way, and do I want a top load? Now that I'm thinking about it, I could, because this whole thing opened up. I can do a side. I'm worried that I'm not going to have room for a tab there. Let me see. I could make it a little smaller. I want to make sure the tab doesn't get, because I'm going to put a tab on the end. Let me show you. A tab on the end of, you know, the, let's say, let me grab a journaling card here. If I can, sorry for my reach. Tab, let's say like this, and this will be in here, you know, or whatever I choose to put in here. And this is too big, but you get the idea, where I don't want the tab to run into these pages. So that's why I'm thinking a top pocket. So yeah, I just convinced myself I want a top pocket. So it's good to talk through these things with you guys. All right. Though I'm thinking, I think I want the music paper on the inside. No, I can't. Yes, I can. I can just flip it this way. Duh. All right, so, and this on the outside. Okay, so, then I'm going to need to sew across the bottom. The bottom must be secured, so I'm going to go ahead and tack the bottom down right now. Put these 2 papers together, and since my machine is over there, I'll do all the sewing after. But this is what I'm thinking to do here. Okay, I want to be able to have a tuck on each side at the top, so I won't secure that, but I think I will do a couple notches. So let's do the notches now. So I want them in the same place, so I'm going to simply just flip this over and see if I can center this, and if I can get through all 4 cardstocks. I did it. Okay, so then there we go. So we've got our notches. Whoops, it's not completely lined up. All right, I don't want to make my notches wonky. Then I want to do, I have this pretty embossed piece, so let's go ahead and ink that. And what I did is, I'm thinking I'm going to glue this in here, and then this will flip out, and then there's some paper for writing. And we probably will put a pocket down here as well. And then I want to do something similar on the other side, so that can flip over as well. So you see what we're going for? So let's go ahead and ink it, and then we'll glue it in. And let me get my inks here, and I think I'm going to start with some, I want to do some gold because this music paper has gold in it. So just got to find all of my, and this should be closed. Okay. And just do a little gold on here, and then maybe some pinks and blues. And I love it because then you can really see the embossing. This is a beautiful folder. And I think I'll go around the edges. Right here. Then see if I turn it, the camera picking up that beautiful gold, that metallic. Oh, I don't have to ink that. That's going to be on the inside. So I did cut this down. I lost a little bit of the folder there, and so I will use this as a trim somewhere. And now let's add some, let me grab this. I was gonna do some vintage photo, but I don't think I need to do that because the ink gives it, kind of looks a little antique-ish. A little of the pink. And then I was going to do the blue, but I don't think I need to do the blue. Now, let's go ahead and ink up down here. I can do this after, but you get the gist. So we're gonna want to ink the whole thing. And I usually like to ink this part, the folded part as well, so you have that look. So, and I'll ink all the way around. So this is going to be here, this will be sewn in here, and now we're going to add this flip. So I just want to put some glue on here, make sure I'm staying in frame. I probably will end up sewing around this as well, but for right now, we're just going to glue this in. And I think just like that. Okay, so we have that. Now to figure out what I want on this side, let me see what I have over here on my desk. Oh boy. Plus I have to ink this side, and you know what, do we want a pocket here? Well, I'm thinking what I might want to do with that. I have this tag, so we could do a tag here. And I might do that up at the top, and then a pocket down here. I think I will. So this will flip out, and I'm thinking, do I want to put a little tablet of paper there or not? I think I'm going to skip that right now. I may come back or just do some stenciling on it. So let's glue that one in. So I simply took a tag, I trimmed it to the side I needed. This is from the music kit. Okay, and then folded it up and put it on a little bit of an angle. You can see my first fold was wrong, so, and now I'm just going to glue it into the top there. And then we'll put some pockets in here. Okay, is that, yep, that looks good, just like that. Now I have some scraps on my desk that I can use for pockets, or I can use a couple of the pockets that came with Steph's kit. So let me see. I could put something in there, or do I want this one? I showed these to you, I think, on part 1. I like the angled one. Or we could take some of our offcuts, and that's awful pretty, isn't it? Adding a little color in there. Or I have this, which would reflect the outside. I think I'm going to save these for on the inside papers. And I'm still thinking, maybe I'll just use this. Because I'll come in and decorate this pocket with some trims. It's a little big though. It's a little large for here. It's butting right up. I could take the top, I could cut the top of this down. Let me do that. Let me just cut this off right there so it's flat at the top. This is when you got to improvise. Oh, I want to do it just like this. It doesn't go over the side. What am I thinking? It goes like this. There we go. I think I'll go ahead and put that on. And then when we come to the decoration part, then we can make it look, get some color in there on it. And I like these because they're dimensional, so you can, you know, fit a couple things in there. All right, so that's on there. Slide it down to the bottom. All right, I'm thinking I might just put a clip. Slide it over a little bit. Now, when I sew this, I'm gonna have to flip it this way and sew down, and I can sew right over it because I'm thinking, because it must be sewed down the sides. All right, so now we're gonna work on putting something here, and I can use, I'm looking at my desk, one of these. And this will end up being layers, and then we'll put a little label here. I had made some little labels. I just don't want it the same color. I die cut a few over there. Oh, this is cute. Might put that down there. So I'll do that after. So I think we're going to do this, and I'm going to glue this on. But I'm determining whether, I think I might want to glue it on a piece of cardstock first, and then adhere it. So let's do that. Now, I'm just seeing if I have any, or this is an index card. So I'm just going to use that. All right, let me find my pencil. So I got to cut that down. Here it is. And I might do that on the back as well. I think I have one more of these over here on the desk. So all right, let me just take this. I'm going to take this right to the cutter over here. So I'm going to be out of frame for a second, guys. Okay. Now I just want to go ahead and do just a little inking on this. See whatever I have on my brushes. All right. And then I put these back up here so they don't get lost. Okay, now I'm just going to glue just here and just a little at the bottom. And this will hold, this you can put some cute little tags in. We'll find some little pieces of ephemera. I'm gonna go right across the bottom. Okay, make sure I have enough glue. And put that right on there. Then I'm thinking that I'm gonna have it. I can have another. Do I want another pocket back there, or are these enough? Because this will go. Let me see if this is this will go like this. So you go all the way down. So I have one there. Then, see, I have all these cute offcuts. I mean, these could pop right in there. And then this one, and make them, you know, shorter and shorter and shorter, whatever, longer and longer and longer. I haven't decided how to load that yet. So I have that. Now, we're just going to pop that right here, but I'm thinking I might want to put something behind it. Maybe some, let me turn this way, some trim. I'm just looking on my desk. I don't have much on here as far as trims go because I haven't gotten that far yet. I just have the ribbons. That I made. Hold on, let me see. I've got some lace here and here. So we could, let me see what I have in here. Just put something behind that, just to peek out there, give it a little, I don't see anything in here I love. I like this trim right here. That's pretty. Maybe I'll just do that. Let me take a little piece of that. Let me take a piece of this lace first to see if I'm gonna like the lace behind there. Because I could use lace. Oh, I like the lace. I think I'll just use the lace. Okay, we'll do that. One on each side. Need to trim just a tad more. I think I'll take it off this side. There we go. You know, I might put this there too. Dilemmas. It kind of is getting lost on there. This is too bright. I'll just use the lace. I have this as well. Let me just look at this. This is more of an antique-y Ooh, oh, I like that. I think I'm going to do that. I'll use these flowers for something else. So this is pretty. I think I have more of this in my drawer over there too. So, all right, let me see what I have here. So I need 2 pieces, 1 for each side. Yep, right here. And, is that right? Just a little bit off the top. Okay, and then I'm going to need 1 more just like that. So let me see, I need to cut a little bit more. So these roses I'll use, I'll probably use them in this book somewhere. And just take this little piece off there. A little bit more. Take it off here. Okay, now we'll glue these right to the back of this, and then we'll glue the whole thing down. I don't need a pocket in the back. All right, you know how I'm going to do this? I'm just going to, whoops, I want my Fabri-Tac for this. Actually, just going to go ahead and put glue all over it. And just pick this piece of lace right up on it, like that, and then the same thing over here, just like that, and then lay it down. I think I'll go right there. Okay, so we've got that, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side off camera because I have to find that die cut. Whoops, it's over here somewhere. Now we're going to move on. Let me see what time it is, to some papers and get them decorated. Let me see how much. Oh, I've got about 15 more minutes. So I think what we'll do now is I want to show you these little frames that I'm going to make to go in the book. Oh, here's that other one. So let me put this up here and get this out of the way and these trims out of the way. So we've got this flap, this pocket. Oh, I do need to, I want to put a pocket over here. Or do I? No, I may not, because I want to make sure you can just write on that. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put this again on this side, and that's going to go in that inside front cover. I have these little frames, and I want to show you. Now, I die cut these. Oh, I should have inked that before I put it on the acetate. I had a piece of acetate, and simply what I did, and I'm looking for it on my desk, and of course I'm not going to be able to see it because it's clear. So, well, here's a little piece, but I'm not going to do this on camera, but I'm going to show you how I achieve this, because I'm going to put a little image in behind here, and then this may go right here on this here, and that's nice and flat, and it'll have a pretty little image. So I'm going to make another one. Now this goes right here, so I'm probably going to slide that in and then put this here, and then I've got that. And simply all I did is I took an index card Okay, I cut it. Let me grab one. So if you want to make one of these for your books, well, I don't know where they are. Index cards, where did you go? Well, I don't have one over there. I'm just going to show you on this plain white. I took the index card and well, here's the back of it. So you can see exactly what I did. And this would be cute for a floating pocket too, because then you can write on it. So I die cut this so you can make just a square or whatever shape you want and do the same thing. And I took a piece of the acetate and cut it down to the same size as the index card. And then, because I didn't think the glue would adhere to the acetate, I went to the machine and I sewed around the two sides. So now I will put the image in here and then I will sew the whole thing in and then glue this to the book. So I wanted to show you that. So let me put those aside. So that's probably going to go on that part of the book. Now let's talk about papers. Okay, I decided, I had said before, 2 signatures to go in that on the main spine, and I've decided on 3. So you saw, we talked about how I made the pockets, you know, well, the folders that all the other papers are going to go in. And so I've got 3 of those, and that's out of the Stamperia paper. So now I need to make some pockets and things like that. Now I don't want to do too many. I only want to do the ones I know I'm going to have to sew, because if I do too many, it gets too heavy for me to sew in. I usually add the other trims and pockets after the book is sewn. That's just the way I prefer to do it. So we do already have a pocket here. We will come back and embellish this pocket once it's sewn in, but I want to see if let me show you all the papers I have in this one. Okay, they're all cut down. I added the doilies. Okay, I added this envelope, and let me show you how you do these. This is just a clear vellum envelope, but if you use like a legal size envelope and you put it in there, so it can pop open like this, because you know it would be all one. I simply pop the, let me see if I have one on here, an envelope, just so you can get an idea. I don't. So yes, I do. So see, this would be shut, you know, the whole thing. So what you do is you're simply going to fold it, because you're going to sew this into the signature. And then what I do is I cut on an angle to kind of match the other side, this part off in the middle, so then it can flip up. So see how it's I cut angle down and angle down, and then I've got that. So that's what's in here, because I like to either put an envelope or a bag in each signature. So then we've got this. I've got that old book page, music page, and then of course these beautiful pages. Now this will be the middle of the signature, so I probably will leave this blank as opposed to putting a pocket on it. But I could do a pocket or a belly band here. So maybe, all right, let's put a belly band somewhere in here, okay? Because we're gonna have so many pockets and so many other places, but if I do a belly band, I will want to sew it. So let's do one on this page right here. Okay, so I have some trims over here. Now we can put it over here, so then it becomes a tuck spot there, and that's nice and simple. So let's go ahead and just ink that quickly, and it kind of goes quite well, doesn't it? It just happened to be laying right over here. So Let's put a little notch in the middle. And you can either do it like this, you know, right in the middle, or make it more like a pocket. And I think I'm going to make it more like a pocket. So I'm going to try to get this somewhat in the middle. All right, let's glue that down. Actually, I want to just see if I can get any more ink off of this without opening my inker. And the length, it's a tad bit long, so let me just trim a little bit off of here. There we go. And I'm just going to glue the back, because I'm going to come in and sew the top and the bottom. But obviously you would, if you're not going to sew, you would want to glue the top and the bottom as well. All right, so we've got that there. And then we will come in and decorate these pages after we sew it in, and we'll sew these in not next time, because next time we have to work on the other side, the third side. Okay, so we've got a belly band there. We've got our pocket there. I'm just going to simply, I like to put brads in my envelopes, so I'm going to put a little hole right down here. And it's much easier for me to do it this way. Let me grab my brads and put the brads in now, and then I dangle a charm off of those because they're kind of boring, you know, but I put colorful things in there. So what colors do I want? I think I'm just going to use white brads. So white one. Have another white one in here. Yes, there's two. And brad. Well, I keep calling it a brad. It's an eyelet. Eyelet. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's do this side. I love this. I used to have to do them the old-fashioned way. Okay, so we've got that. Now, question is, pocket here? Yes, pocket here. I've got some cardstock over here. Let me look at Steph's pockets. I like this. I also have something like this. That's too wide. So I think we'll do this one. And you know what I want to do on here? If I can find it on my desk. Yeah, I want to do a little stencil on that just to try to pull in. We will do a little decorating on here as well. Do a little of the berry color. There, just add a little more. I think I'll just use my Fabri-Tac on this because it is it's a heavyweight cardstock that I printed on, or photo paper. Presentation, matte presentation cardstock. And this right here. All right. It's a big kit, the music. She also, I wanted to mention, has the papers that match. But I'm just using the kit. And this has somewhat of a yellowish tone to it. So I feel like I need to grab another ink in the antique linen and see if that, or old paper, I don't know, let me see. Let me just look at it over here. Ah, that's dirty. Gotta clean my brush off a little bit, guys. All right, let me just see what this looks like. Still dirty. Let me try the old paper. Let me just do this. That's gonna be too greenish, I think. Yeah, the antique linen will be good if I can get it. You know what I'll do? Let's see if I have a clean pad over here. I have this one. It's kind of a yellowish, but here, let me just remove this. I need, all right, let's do that. Come on, it's getting kind of dry. I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit, I think. There was some because I could see it on there. So I think I'm gonna work on that a little bit and try to get a little bit more color on here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Just too much white. Okay, so we've got that, and do we want a pocket on this side? I have, let me see what I have for cutoffs. Oh, brother. I'm getting tired. My brain's starting to... I could just do another one of these. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to cut any more paper either. So I know there's, oh, yep. Found some. There's that. Let me just move some things over here. Oh, I see something. Inks, I've got, all right, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I've got these. These are flip-ups. Here, too much on my desk. All right, I've got an array of things here. So there's there's got to be something. All right, and let me see. There it is. Put that away. All right, I have the music, a piece that looks like music. Okay, I have these flip-ups, which might be fun. And then, this is cardstock. I could make a pocket here. I have this one. That's pretty. I like this one. I also have these circles, and I've used these for pockets before. You know, maybe I'll do that just for something different. Let me see if I have another one that might go a little bit better. Here we go. This one right here. Okay, let's do that. That's just for something different. Okay, so this will be a little tuck. So I'm just going to put, and then we'll come in and put a little trim. I'm just thinking if I want to put a little trim in behind it right now. Let me see. That's not going to work. Maybe a little, just trying to do what I have on my desk. I think I'll do the trim after. So what we're going to do is I'm simply going to, I just wanted here one part of this, like over here where I can sew it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on one section, so then you have a nice size tuck spot. Whoops. Okay, let me check the time. Okay guys, just about time for us to move on to number 4. So then we've got a couple more pockets in here. And so this one I think is ready to be sewn in after I sew, well, I'm not going to sew around there, just around this, and I think the belly band in here. And then we will move on to doing some more pockets in the other paper, in the other inserts, and then we're going to move on to that other side. Okay, with that I gotta say goodbye, and I will see you for part 5. Is this 3 or 4? I think part 5. I think this was part 4. Yeah, for part 5. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. Please give me a thumbs up and comment. Have a blessed day. Bye.